the NFL on EA Sports. With that, it's time to crown the champion of the NFC. And to call the action, we send it to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry here for Ty Montgomery. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right on the 30. Yard line.
Run! I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
Second and 5. Back to throw here. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. Floyd, the man in motion left. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Looks to be right around the 40. A gain of 3, second down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw here. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Floyd, the man in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. And some room to roll now. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rodgers. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Aguayo's kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's a night game, a lot of energy in this building, but the visiting team here, they get the ball in the opening drive, and they find a way to at least produce 3.
And things are just getting started, so you can't say that they've taken the momentum totally, but a good start towards seizing it in this game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go. Move, 58. 4 down.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
2nd down following the run.
Watch 81, watch 81. Have. Let's go, let's go. Single. 3-2. Check 25. Let's go. 3-2.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. The toss play to Montgomery. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Floyd. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Before he's out of bounds. They'll run with Montgomery. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, watch it now, Barney.
They try again with Montgomery. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
Here we go now. 3, 19.
They'll drop to throw. They'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force them into a field goal attempt.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 37. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now,
or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the 20. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. Dancing away at the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 51 yards. The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
Let's go!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center, and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
He'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Please, let's get it up, Philly. Here we go. Here we go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
All right, now look at 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that takes us from second to third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
On fourth down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Let's go. Blue 58.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Let's go. Blue 58.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Let's go. Blue
In motion is Austin Hooper. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The Falcons on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He hits Baldwin right side. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Here we go now.
Back to throw. It's brought in by Floyd. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run for it. Option left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the option play works on the 2-point try. What'd you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is if the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is, the option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That one worked pretty well there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 47. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in a game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. And trying to get it to his tight end, Rodgers, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down again. Justin Houston in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays.
Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And now the Packers get set to go. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
and it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit's in there, Barney.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Packers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Falcons on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. From From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. It's Cobb. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Montgomery back to the ground, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now we're going to get a halt in the action because Ty Montgomery is shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st down, Murray. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now back to throw. It's Floyd on the right. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, Every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. And the back goes into motion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now he's flushed out left. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by slot.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Geno Atkins in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. That one looks like he'll throw here. Caught left side by Cobb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.